Hey, how you doing? Coming to you from North Dakota, just outside of Fargo. Getting ready to make coffee for this morning, and I thought I'd do a quick blog update from the land of nowhere. It was weird driving through Fargo. Fargo is home of one of my favorite movies of all time. Took place in the Fargo area, that murder story. If you haven't seen that movie, by all means, check it out. Got my Hydro Flask. I love this mug. My wife bought it for me. So, a little update on what's going on. I'm about 2 days behind. I was supposed to be in. Let me go over here. Oh, get a little closer. It's telling me. Cameras are smart. I was supposed to be in Theodore Roosevelt National Park by now, and had a little car trouble. So thought I'd tell you a little bit about that, just to show you how great it is. Things always seem to work out for old Robbo. So I was going through a city called Ashland, Wisconsin, late in the afternoon yesterday while talking to my middle son, the Marine, and I had to stop for fuel, and that's in the middle of nowhere, up just outside of Michigan, the Ironwood area. So I was in Ashland, and just a second, I have to get water. Thanks for waiting. Coffee and oatmeal. Gotta have coffee and oatmeal. So, just outside of Ashland, or just outside of Ironwood, is a city called Ashland, and I stopped to fuel up the car, and I noticed that there was radiator fluid leaking outside of the front of the car. And of course, if you know me, you know how little I like to have car trouble while I'm on the road, and that was really in the middle of nowhere. I'll tell you, it was out there. So, it was kind of neat. I used the Google technology, and I found a mechanic just around the corner that had very high ratings. This is on a Saturday late in the day. I'm going to actually give him a shout out right now. D&M Automotive in Ashland, Wisconsin. Pulled in and told him what was going on. A nice country guy, and couldn't find a radiator. He said he'd get me fixed yesterday, but couldn't find a radiator. So that was a real bummer. And so we agreed that I would stay Sunday and Monday, which would put me behind getting out to Bozeman, but way behind to pick up Joelle in Bozeman. I'd be driving a couple of really long days and skip Theodore Roosevelt. But I was out sitting in the van and getting ready to try to find a place to stay while I was there. And he came out and said he had actually called an O'Reilly parts store way up, not way up, but about 35 miles back where I was in Ironwood, where I got coffee. He said, if you'll go get it, I'll put it on this afternoon and you can be back on the road. And I could not believe it. Just the fact that he was taking a Saturday afternoon and going out of his way, and that he called around even after I had left. Oh geez, that was so great. That was just so awesome. So, more of God's favor. They got that radiator on, did an oil change for me. I was in and out of there probably in 45 minutes. And man, I was just so grateful that those guys were put in my path. Too hot. Right place at the right time was not by accident. When I travel, one of the things that is, see this? Yeah. Yep. Right there. One of the things that's most difficult for me is having vehicle trouble. A lot of times it's completely out of my control and there's nothing I can do about it. But being prepared and having a little faith is always not a bad idea. I'm going to show you something. Just a second, I'm going to push pause here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this little thing here, can you see that? Yeah, you can see it right there. So this is a DC powered air pump with a, it has a gauge on the top, so it knows how much to fill up the tires. This was like $30 or maybe $25. My cousin Todd, I'm gonna link to a video with Todd and I don't know where, if it shows up here or up here, but I'm gonna link to a video with Todd and I. He told me when I was in Arizona to get one of these. This saved my ass when I was having a flat tire problem 5 days ago in Tennessee. This is so worth the $25. If you live in a van and you don't have one of these, get one. It has saved my life. I have a tire repair kit too, because I know how to repair tires at Todd's suggestion. But Todd, you saved me. I'm grateful for it. Thank you. So I'm just real grateful. I had this that saved me from a flat tire issue and not having to put a spare on. And I was able to get a radiator put on yesterday. So now I've got, I'm good on that. I could have done it myself, but boy, I'm so thankful for a couple $100. An awesome group of mechanic guys put it on for me. So I'm going to head now toward Theodore Roosevelt and spend a couple of days there. And then just enjoy the drive out here in North Dakota. I'll tell you one thing. I've been reading the book 299 Days about the country collapsing and that kind of stuff. And it's eerie how a lot of the stuff in that book that the guy wrote in 2014 is actually happening right now. One of the things I was thinking is coming through North Dakota, man, if the country ever collapsed, this is the place to be. There's like nothing up here. It is like another planet that's so desolate. It's just crazy. Be too cold up here for me. But lots of farming and hunting up here, I imagine. All right, well, I guess that's the update for now. I appreciate you coming by, and I will see you in the next one, wherever the road takes us. You take care of yourself. See ya.